Hey, what's up everyone? You're joining me on part 4 of my Dark Souls 3 New Game Plus Plus run. And like the title says, we're doing a run just to get the rings, but also to get the last trophy, the last ending that we need for the Platinum Trophy. So I'm happy if you could join me on this little adventure. So let's get started. So if you saw the last stream, we have quite a few bosses lined up. And for this upcoming boss, it'll be a boss run of sorts, in the more literal sense. I think we're properly attired. Alright, I hope to make good time on this one. You'll see why. Alright, we're being chased by at like every angle, so we just have to get to where we need to go and quickly. What just hit us there, but let's keep going. Apparently we messed up. Yeah, press the button to do the plunging attack, but apparently didn't trigger. I think that's depth 10 of this run. And usually I fight through that, but I guess luck wasn't on my side at the end there. What should have been very easy was not so easy, especially to have to do everything again. Well, hopefully we can make better time. Yeah, I was in like disbelief of like, are you gonna plunge and just fall through that? seemed like a little bit quicker than the first run, so I'm happy with how that turned out. But without further ado, well, we'll explore a little bit this next area, and then we'll promptly go to the next boss location. I think for this we'll use, for the next boss we'll use a much larger weapon type. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so the gimmick in this area is there's a, some kind of necromancer, lizard, type enemy, like a lizard mage of some sort, I'm not sure. I think most of these enemies bleed, so this is a good weapon choice to cause bleeding. This enemy here that spawns, it will drop a one-of-a-kind sword. It's called the Dragon Slayer sword, I think? I'm not sure. But yeah, they'll infinitely respawn if you don't take care of that first enemy. A lot of these slower enemies have weapons that can reach around and attack us, so always gotta keep our speed. Be our best asset. Yeah, Drake Blood, Great Sword, okay. There you go. That did do quite a bit of damage. Alright, it's like a balcony area over here. It leads back down to the boss area. So we don't want to go there, we want to chart the path to the next bonfire, and then we'll go to the next boss. Which won't be the Nameless King for a while. We'll try to do these in order of difficulty. Alright, that appears to be the place we need to go. And these enemies I won't run from, now that they're in the, you know, typical level design of exploration. I think it died too quick to have the bleed effect occur. He's smart programming. He's backing up to have his helper try to save him a little bit. But his partner wasn't on point as I thought he would be, so take advantage of that. Okay, we took some damage for heal up. Oh no, this one's coming to help the other guy. Okay. Oh, he's got to deal with two around here. Oh, he parried me. Alright, now this team is working together quite well, so I have to be careful with this. I guess you have the faster weapon. It's like, I'm not underestimating them, they're just very quick together. Like ninja lizard. There's one. There's two. We're down to 6 flasks, so we're gonna have to, we could book it to the next bonfire, but let's at least take care of this, formidable enemy coming up. And that's not the one I'm talking about. Oh, okay. He can launch us off. He's got a helper. Yep. Good rule of thumb here that there will be, team-ups plenty around here. And of course, the wide range of them got me. I'll use my favorite weapon in this situation, which surprisingly is the bow. That's how you make an entrance. It's hard to adjust when you think you're locked down but you're not, or vice versa. We might have to do this again if this next enemy does too much damage. And on 4S's flask, yeah, we could always just cheese it with the bow, but I'd rather see how far we can get before relying on it. Because this next enemy won't respawn back, so you know, if we have to retreat, at least that will be gone next time. So. Alright, so we can freely cross here without worrying about dangerous attacks to make us fall to our death. A tough weapon to use to get the crystal lizards. Alright, it's safe. Again, the rule of two still applies here. There's always two enemies here. Now, what do we have up here? Something dangerous, no doubt. In case that hits us, we will switch to our somewhat newly acquired Flamestone Plate Ring +2. That should help us out quite a bit in the event that we get toasted. I hope it doesn't like re-heal when I run away like that. Yeah, but it doesn't regenerate itself or whatnot, because there's no way of knowing without the HUD. Have to get his attention. He's playing hard to get, I guess, huh? I think he changed up his approach to deal with him. if you're gonna do that, I could always try to jet for the bonfire. But I've been doing this, might not be too easy. Alright, let's go for it again. See, there was a shortcut of sorts to get through that. But we definitely want to go back and defeat it. I mean, for the most part, we'll defeat every enemy we encounter, so. But like in this situation, when I'm low on flask, I'll just, you know, run to the bonfire and just come back. Alright, so from this direction now we have a shorter distance to get to that dragon, so. That enemy drops a very rare, I think a catalyst chime? Or a sorcerer's catalyst, I'm not sure. It's a very rare drop, and I haven't tested it myself. So it seems like it's pretty good if it's a rare drop. Okay, let's see if you can handle the dragon this time. I mean, usually he comes down to fight, but this time he's playing a little hard to get. There you go. That's pretty risky with a close range weapon. In that tree. Oh, I thought he just knocked us on. Okay. Didn't think that would be the cause of death, but that could very well happen. Now, if this enemy bleeds, it's taking a long time. Strange stance to fight me, dragon, but not too ineffective. Yeah, see, it's like hitting me with these invisible attacks here. Ah, it's a shockwave, okay. Oh, that one hurt, I could tell. Camera angle's difficult to negotiate. I had that sweet spot going for a while. Try to finish him off. I think he can't be far from going, so. That shockwave is the that's his key move against me. I'm like tickling it with this weapon. I figure if I had to cheese the boss dragon with that tactic, just plunging on it, I'm gonna have to fight a real fight with dragons. Got one more left. Let's hope it's that critical. I have no idea what its health is. So. I would assume it's close to dying, but I really don't know. I know it's new game plus HP as opposed to its going the distance, huh? There we go. I want to take like 50 hits. Yeah, he's got a lot of goodies. Oh, yeah, so one of these enemies we avoided up here carries a very unique rapier style weapon. So let's get that. Oh, good thing we're out of flasks. So that was definitely an endurance battle. So what we'll do is charge up and get this enemy here to spawn in. Let's see how well our dagger does against it. So, or I'm sorry, the painted curved sword, I think it's called. Painted guardian sword. So we'll let this enemy summon in the other one. See, when you fight it from this direction, you can just bypass the summon of this. And there he is. I would guess he's with the Velka group. Yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. It constantly staggers. And luckily they can't use SS Flask, unlike a lot of NPC invaders. Yeah, he turns around on a dime. Yeah, the car's rapier. I have one +9. I used it earlier. Alright, so we'll fight the next boss. That bonfire we just reached will be it's in close proximity to the next boss of that area, so it's a good place to switch it up. So for this boss, we'll try out the Black Knight Sword +5. So I hope that does very well. This enemy has a very strong magic attack, so we'll go in prepared for that. I don't think we'll need this, but it's not too heavy anyway. Oh, I think I'll know. Let's see, what do we want to switch to? I'll have to pick the Havel's Ring just to keep our fast roll going. Alright, just enough to stay under. Huh. I'll switch to short bow just to make it a little less heavier. So. That's got a good look to it. I think I'll keep with this. Yeah. Alright, well. Hopefully the setup will allow us to emerge victorious, so let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll switch to our large arrows. Make sure we some good damage if we have to resort to the bow. But yeah, let's see what happens. This is a Lord of Cinder fight. It's mandatory to do this specific boss fight so you can further progress. And this weapon can't be buffed with our flame spell, so I have to go without it. They'll put up a good chase, so let's stay on our toes. Except when we roll a couple hundred times. Great start. Wow, every attack hit us. stay close, you probably won't do the bow and arrow attack, but you always have to close that distance. See how that will happen. Catching us in a loop, keeping us at range. That's exactly its plan. That's pretty rough. Okay, let's try to close the distance. I did unknown damage, so he does heal up. Like the Crystal Sage, it will continuously try to work away. There we go, I heard it. I heard it. There we go. We use 9 flasks on it. Alright, well. Oh, and also if you go up here, there'll be a ring for you. So you notice I didn't, blindly charge into that fight. I took some time to prepare. I knew exactly the attacks it would do, so we took some damage, but it wasn't enough to do us in. So, all right. So that ring basically gives you a very slow regen effect. So very useful on the first run when you're kind of like exploring and you don't want to use your flask. It's a very useful. Be a 4th ring. Alright, so I believe the next boss fight is coming up. But what we'll do before then is maybe explore a little bit of the Profane Capital before we go there, just to mix it up a little bit. Alright, what weapon will I use now? I'm not sure. But we'll run into some pretty unique enemies in this level, so let's see what we can find. Oh, we don't need this anymore, so we'll switch this up to perhaps the Ring of Steel Protection. Yep. Not sure if we'll still need Havel's Ring, but let's see what our weight ratio will end up after selecting something else. A lot of the weapons I'm thinking about using I've already used earlier in this series. I guess I can show you the large club in action. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Well, hello. Now, if you're looking for Onion Bro for the fourth time, this is an area you must go to find him. There you go. The attack has an extra amount of range. She goes forward about 3 feet. Those coins are very useful if you're trying to farm some of these specific Covenant items. That could be very helpful. Alright, this is a very dangerous area, so we won't explore it too much. Sorry to wake you, but oh, do not do that. Called this big baby hand. I'll give him a nickname. I do not know if that hit or not. Because I have no stamina left, I couldn't chain that if I wanted to. Wow, faster than I thought it would. I guess my slow weapon partially to thank for that. Wow, he took a lot of punishment, didn't he? And for our trouble, we got rubbish. But there's definitely something much more valuable around here, so... Well, we have to backtrack now. I didn't mean to go down there, so... And if you fall in any of these areas where there's like a hole in the ground, you'll end up in that dangerous toxic swamp area. See, right there, you'd be charging up and you wouldn't see it. Definitely not my preferred weapon type, but I figured we'd give it a shot. Okay, they're not too tough if it just takes 2 hits. Sorry if I sound kind of tired. I've been a bit drowsy all day, so. Ah, well, hello. Oh, great reflexes there. Trading did not work there. This guy will drop a scroll for an NPC. Trading did work at that point. Yeah, he did a ton of damage. Okay. Yeah, Logan scroll. But that's not it. There's something else we can get here as well. Ah, that's not that. Got an abundance of poison arrows. But yeah, there we go. Very useful miracle. And with the Sage Ring, you could speed up the cast time of that along with any other spell that I can tell. Unless it's specific to very specific spells. See, that's where the prison cell was with Onion Bro Sigurd. But before we go there, we'll definitely have to take care of the boss of this next area. The Profane Capital, I mean. I have my large arrows ready for this encounter. Nice for my arrows to see you. Oh. You trickster, you. There you go, the Jailer's key ring. So that will help us unlock a cell that has an NPC that we found earlier, but we couldn't unlock it. That'll be the one to that'll be the key to unlock that cell, which I may or may not do on stream, but you know it's not really relevant. So we'll just stick to the course of getting rings and to beat the game. Oh yeah, there's one more area down here we didn't go to. It's and for this I'm gonna switch to something a little bit more of my forte, I guess. Now we used this a bit earlier, but I figured it'd be a nice time to rotate these weapons in. Alright, so we have 7 flasks. Item down there. Oh, that did not work out. Oh, you know what was the problem? Yeah, they lowered my health. I was just unaware of it. Those jailer enemies. Well, again, like every time we die, it's like it's no big deal, you know. Easy run back to it. Now, if you played a lot of Souls games, you'd probably agree with me, but the run back to the Bed of Chaos was quite aggravating, regardless of what bonfire you had. There was a secret bonfire, and even then, you had to run quite a trek just to potentially fail. case we have a decent enemy guarding the soul pile, so it's not underestimating too much. That's usually the thing, you'll run into that one enemy that could kill you, but you may underestimate it, and that will make it so you can't get the soul pile. So again, we have to get used to this path. Seem to have to keep going back through it. So yeah, not having the HUD I think was responsible for like 2 deaths. I was just completely negligent of my HP. I mean, I check it off and like, you know, very quickly like that. But sometimes I just forget, so. But I think, you know, just world exploration has been killing us more than the bosses, so that's interesting. Particularly falling deaths has killed us at least 4 times, I think. And the soul pile was nothing to laugh at. It's quite large of a soul pile, so let's make sure we never lose our soul pile. There we go. Let's see exactly how much that is. See, I have 8,000 souls. Let's see how much it is. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like 1,000,000 souls, I think. Oh, okay, so we can't let this fall kill us this time. Oh, look at this. And see, we overlooked that. That's a New Game Plus ring right there. And that didn't even do too much damage, but we were just really low on health. Or just enough to not get toxic. That's pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so this is the last area of this kind of detour in the Profane Capital. It doesn't lead to a boss, it just leads to more items. Okay, it looks like we got the attention of a second one though. Oh, not good. Alright, this could get bad. Have to resort to plunging attacks. Is the safe area is inside the area with 3 tough enemies, so not quite safe, even though it's away from the toxic swamp, but it'd be nice if we could just get one like this. They're all gaining up. And around the toxic, that's not good when you can't see your health, so. Let alone if you can. Yeah, they're all hanging out by the door. So, kind of a cheesy way to deal with it, but whatever, it's very hazardous terrain, so. Oh yeah, now you get more in range. They're escaping my lock-on range, so there you go. Let's make this a sure thing and get a nice plunging attack and finish it. Alright, might aggro the second one. Or the third one, should I say. Yeah, here it comes. And we're a bit trapped. Okay, catastrophe averted. Let's just take it easy with this last one. Completely optional, but I just wanted to fight him anyway. There you go. For beating all three, you get a very special axe there. Eleonora, I think it's called. It's another weapon that can help you regain your health, kind of like the Ring of Evil Eye effect, but it's right there in the weapon. Huh, weapons kind of look like badass torches. Okay, so I don't think there's anything left here, so let's try to get to that third boss before the hour mark. So, well, I got everything I needed, so we'll get ready to fight the next boss. But yeah, I'm definitely trying not to linger in one area for too long, in case you can't tell. Alright, so we need a very specific weapon for this next boss. I'm sure if you've already encountered it, you know exactly what weapon I'm talking about. Here we have Storm Ruler +4. That should be good. Let's check our weight ratio. It seems pretty good. But what I want to do is, yeah, I'm going to definitely prioritize as much defense as possible in case we do get hit. So, I think I'll switch out my chest armor piece to... that's decent. It could be something better. Maybe a slightly heavier knight set. That's pretty good. Kind of like to go in like a classic knight look against this boss, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, I guess knight armor. And keep consistent with our kind of ninja knight look. This will be it. So yeah, I think I'll just run right to the boss door. Let's get a little practice in with it, shall we? So we'll need time to do that. That's going to be the gimmick. You need time to charge that. So I hope it works out. Let's just get a nice run into the boss door. So kind of cut the exploration down a little bit here. And I don't think there's a New Game ++ ring here, so let's just jet right to it. Hopefully we don't fall down on the way there. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty armored up for this fight. Got a lot of vitality, so in case it does hit us, we can probably survive it quite well. Yeah, always two-handed before you do the special attack. Alright, Yarn, let's see what you got. Let's see see what I got. I'm not used to using this weapon. Oh, that camera angle. Didn't charge it. Yep, got it. Well, that was our gimmick boss of the game. Not too hard. But now after this will be the real boss. One of my favorites.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last reward. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
This will probably be the last boss of this this part.
His soul.
Kind of aiming at like 7 parts in this series, so not to be too long. I mean, each of these parts are very extended stream sessions, you know. So I hope that you can watch these, you know, each one of these in 1 or 2 sittings, you know, without it being overly long. But wait till you see what weapon I use on this boss. It should be very interesting. Now we're not going to talk to her yet. We're going to get a few more flasks, even though we might not need it. But you know, better safe than sorry with 15 instead of 13. So what I'll use will be. I figure if it's going to use dual wield on me, I'll use dual wielding on it. So let's see. There it is. Perfect for this build. Yep, I don't have to change any armor pieces out. So, yeah, so that's about right. Like the Godhard Twin Swords, this will have 4 attacks with 2 button presses, so that could be very useful against this next boss. But let's try it out. I got your attention, I see. Huh, never got that. Or I mean on this run. Alright, well I'll take a quick 1-minute break. And we'll fight the next one. Alright, I'm back. Let's get it going. And luckily they won't follow us in, so.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a lord. I find this boss to be very brutal, you know. And I know some of its moves, but he usually can find a way to hit me a few times, if not more. Alright. Yeah. Whew. Hope you enjoy that, folks. I'm wondering who you bet on. I wasn't sure myself, but I made sure to track his movements very well, so.
It worked out. See, my strategy was to, you know, to bait its attacks first. I mean, a couple of times I would run in, get 2 hits in, and just see what it does it from there. So I was able to chip away. Now, before we end the stream, we'll look for 2 rings that are coming up. So getting these 2 rings will mean there's only 3 more left after that. And we still have some pretty tough bosses ahead, so we're not finished yet. I'll give these a try. Yeah, all these weapons I've been using are in a very specific weight class, around, what is it, 8 pounds? Yeah. Same as the Bastard Sword and the Claymore, but, you know, I like to have quicker attacks than that, so. So in this direction will be the, I think, the wood grain ring +2. So we'll get that. And promptly avoid exploring this area, so we'll save that for next time. But the Lothar Castle will get some of that done to find the next ring after this. Alright, so for this ring, you're going to want to go down halfway. And the ring will be right over there. Have to do a bit of a jump move to get it, though. Oh, perfect. I make the +1 version easier to get. I've done this jump before, but for no reason. Man, look at that, it like bounces me off. I hope you enjoy this, because this will probably take a while. Yeah, I'll fight the dancer again instead of doing this, thank you. Because at least that was fun. This will be trial and error. Being bounced off the wall like that. Oh right, it's the Sage's ring +2. Yeah, that could be a very useful mage ring. It shortens all, like I said, it shortens spell casting time. Well, that didn't take too long, thankfully, so let's move on to Lothar Castle, which is... In fact, let's just get there by doing this. Alright, we'll re-equip our bow here. Alright, brings our weight higher, so let's equip something around the cleric boots should be fine, so. Or this works. Great aim, Legolas. Let's have a good fight with this knight here. Very tough, random enemy. Respawning enemy, I mean. These enemies drop sunlight metals, so if you want to grind those without assisting players with their bosses, you can also get them this way. Alright, so we need that that shortcut there. And getting that shortcut will probably mark the end of the stream, so that's what we have to shoot for. See, now you draw this one out, and he'll have no backup mage in waiting. Oh, there's another knight on his tail, so we want to draw him out as far as possible before they get too close to each other. Now he's already there. Alright, good timing. I got this one to take care of. The Titanite chunks they drop are somewhat rare, not as rare as the sunlight metals. But they also drop embers, so if you're looking for an ember grind spot late game, you could always go here. Get more souls and chance for chunks and embers, and the metals too. So it's definitely a good idea to probably, work on your skills against them if you plan on doing that. Alright. Very easy bonfire to get to. I kind of want to switch it up if I'm gonna end the stream, earlier this time. Let's see what else I can pick. We haven't used this in a while, so maybe I'll choose this. Very quick, blunt damage type weapons. Now I've seen these enemies respawn, so let's be very careful of them. Try to scan the area. See, this one drops from above here. Took advantage of the small room with that move. Boy's got his back. Alright, let's see if there's any respawning going on here, because I could have sworn one time that something that respawned them. Which means our flank would be compromised. Could have just been these, yeah, these enemies must have climbed up the wall. That's what must have happened. Okay. Let's see what's up here. Now I'll tell you folks, even though I don't sound too excited about this game, I'm pretty picky with the games I play. I'm not, overly enthusiastic about, some of these modern games, so I do like a game where it gives the player very much complete control, on how they negotiate their obstacles. I mean, a lot of games are like that, and in that very simple sense that you're basically overcoming obstacles to fight even bigger obstacles. So this game really charms me in that regard, as simple as its formula is. Okay, so one of these skeletons, they throw undead charms at you, and that makes it so you can't use an Estus Flask. So let's be quite careful with them. And where do you come from? Now these enemies are really, like, even though they introduce them very early on the game, you don't expect them here. You just expect more grunts, and these are a little bit stronger than the average grunt. More HP, and they hit harder, so. So far I really like these weapons in this area. Now, if you really want my advice of getting great weapons quickly, I would try to fight the Dancer as soon as possible. You could always do that. But with a +6 or 7 weapon, maybe a bit tougher than, these maxed out weapons I've been using, but... There we go. Hit another bonfire, not too shabby. I think I'll use these actually. I haven't used these in a while. I used these on the second boss, and they were really good for it seems. Here we go, the Refined Brigand Twin Daggers. And what's good about this is we can really splurge with our armor set now. Let's pick something that takes around up to 29 would be good. my style is the lighter the weapon, the more tankier my character can be. For lack of a better word. Alright, well I guess I'll try a different approach with a more suitable ring for that. Now what I normally do is just shoot it with arrows from afar, but then that's kind of boring. Let's see if we can run through that. Even though I'm not sure how to do that, actually. Yeah, I tried to heal there and there's the fire that remains prevents that, so again, another death, but it didn't change much, so we're right outside that area, so but that million soul pile needs to be need to pick that up. So what I'll do is switch out briefly for this ring. Yeah. Oh, that's just not good. This could work out to our advantage. Let's see if this can loop around to where we need to go. Which it doesn't look like it. However, this could lead to a shortcut. Yeah, these guys transform, so watch out for that. See, this time the Quick Lizard's a real troll here. He lures you into a small mob of enemies. See, another two. All three. Okay. Yeah, so it loops us around, but not exactly where we want it to go, so. Alright, we'll have a good fight with one of these winged night angels. As his buddy there tries to make it so I can't use Estus Blast. Yeah, right. Oh wow. So it can still affect you if you're anywhere near where it lands. Doesn't have to be a direct impact. At this point I can't see, look what happens. Alright, so this leads us to somewhere good. It leads us to those soul items. I thought there was something else around here. No, guess not. Okay. Alright, well, back where we started. Let's try that again. So we couldn't get our souls, so we gotta be extra careful about that. Oh, I know what to use. Okay. See, if you treat the game kind of like a puzzle at times, could help you out. See, I have Flash Sweat, so and using that with the flame ring should give really good results. So let's just do that. Alright, there's the effect. there it goes again, the same thing. Oh, that sucks. Could have checked how much damage it did, but, you know. Whatever. He just falls right back, just enough to fall off. Instead of just directly backward. But what I'll do this time is try to duck out in the corner and see what they do at that point. If I can even reach it. That corner where my soul pile is. Wow. See, as you can see, that wasn't a good move. So it basically encourages you to keep moving there. There's no stopping there. Because you can't heal, even though the ground looked safe, it obviously wasn't. So I'm not too thrilled about that, but it, you know, not too bad either. I should have learned, shouldn't I? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was tougher than all the bosses I fought, you know, in this part. Just getting to the other side. And it really backfired because I could have just shot it with arrows, but now, you know, I got stubborn about it, so trying to just run through it. So I hope you find that funny, but to be honest, I don't find that very funny. He's like, you can't even put that flask to your lip. You just keep getting burned. No, no, no. Oh. Yeah, you saw what happened there. Didn't have the right item selected. And to make matters worse, we didn't go where we needed to go in that sense either. We had to go to the Firelink Shrine. At least this time we don't have to go to the left like that. We just run right through. So, okay. Oh, that was annoying. At least we got the souls back, but yeah, that panic flask didn't work when you don't have it selected. I was like, home free, and then no. Ironically, we went home to Firelink, but it's not the home free I had in mind. But if you're entertained by that, then it's all good for me. So. Yeah, just like last time, we fight the bosses, we do very well, and then accidents occur. So. Fortunately, we were able to escape. So you know what I'm thinking, right? I'm looking for that next bonfire. Alright, so this leads us to a tough enemy. We want to probably avoid that till we're in a safe place to reach that bonfire. So. Alright, great. So I'm not sure. I think we have to go outside here. No, I know where to go. Yeah, over here. Okay. That did plenty of damage. That too. See, the game kind of curveballs you. It throws you some dragons, then you have to deal with the grunts as you make your way to the bonfire. And I'm still throwing it. Okay, down to 8 flasks, so we have to play it safe here. Okay. Anywhere else would lead us to extra items, but we don't need that. So this is what we need. In case worst comes to worst, we'll at least have that open. Now the shortcut is very close by, I think, so we're gonna have to we'll just map out any extra area here before we call it a day. Oh, that's not good. Well, looks like we have to do that again. There were more underlings there. Definitely didn't have this much trouble last two game cycles. So those million souls are in a very precarious situation, so let's take it seriously now. Yeah, I think it can charge and eat like I've never been attacked by that. Alright, before we even touch that mimic chest, let's play it very safe. See, I think I could have handled it if it weren't for the extra enemies. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, thank you for the 1,000,000 souls. Yeah, the enemy came out perfectly to alert everyone. Now before I open that chest, maybe there's that shortcut nearby. Alright, I think I'm up for it. Let's Ember up. Let's kill this thing. Alright, so these guys are weak to fire. Let's use that. Not see that. They don't telegraph their death animation, so can't assume they're dead. I think that's it. Yeah, must be that's it. Good use of fire arrows. I know I could have fought it straight up, but you know, it's quite an annoying area. So let's just take care of it. Now down here I think is the life ring +2, so keep that in mind. I'm not going to go for it, but there's an easy way to kill those dragons. You just have to get higher up on the that ledge where I'm looking at it right about now. Yeah, you can just like hit it from up there somewhere. Alright, well that leaves this area over here. Let's make sure someone else isn't assisting. Someone was assisting him. He's right here. Alright, it's important to get those guys first. Now if you see that effect on them, they have a Regan effect. Alright, down to six flasks, so we're gonna have to finally reach that shortcut. And I think we have. Okay, good, okay. Still not completely sure. I know the ring is over here somewhere, but we're gonna have to find that shortcut first. Yeah, I'd say in the entire game, this is that one shortcut you really want to get if you want to bypass the dragons without using arrows on it. Alright, so this is exactly where we were about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. So that's unlocked. Okay, good. Oh, gotta do without it. This lift is only accessible when you get very close to the Twin Prince bosses, so I'll have to ignore that for now. Red Tearstone ring. That's not the ring we're looking for. The ring we're looking for is down here. There it is, folks. The Thunderstone Plate Ring +2. And that's the second one of the stream that we were looking for, so that could be a good place to end it. There's still a few more things I can do, though. I'm gonna try to fight that enemy I avoided earlier. It's on the way now, so if I happen to lose the fight, I know how to get back here, so. Problem is with those knights there, so. Took about 12 hits on this enemy. I'm actually a little bit puzzled of how to get up here. Oh, just maybe I hit it from here? They're like no longer Ah, what happened to them there? Someone used a petrify spell on them, or? I guess reaching that shortcut kind of incapacitates them. Alright, so we'll have a decent fight here coming up. I don't know if I can win this one. But let's see how it goes. I'm trying to think, how would I backtrack to it? Ah, no worries. Yeah, it's unwinnable. Not with these weapons, quite unwinnable. I could use another one, I guess. Okay. I feel kind of guilty about it, but let's exploit our little dancer junior here. Yeah, you know it couldn't be that easy not to fight it like this. A little bit of cheese never hurt anyone, so... Except him. So that enemy doesn't come back. That's one of two of that enemy type, so it's a very rare enemy that does not respawn. And that could have been a mistake. Well, if the dragon's already put down, then not really a point of being back here, so. Let's get his more annoying friend before him. Speaking of cheese, you clipped right through that. Might as well use that. Forgot about him. Okay. Well, we don't need to engage that one, so. What I will do is just, yeah, I might just, call it an end of the stream very soon, so. That leaves us with, two bosses. Actually, three bosses, very much in close proximity. So again, we could probably do that in the first hour next time. So we definitely added a lot of exploration and trials on this part, but you know we got through it. So let's check one more thing with that shortcut we just unlocked. There was that one area to the left of the rifle, to that area. Left of that fog door. And fortunately, the aggro range for that knight is very lenient. You have to get quite close for you to get his attention. So we have our choice of fighting either two bosses. I'm not sure which one I'll pick first. So if you want to take a guess, and maybe you'll get the right guess. Just because I stop here, it doesn't mean I'll fight the Dragon Slayer armor. Well, again, before I go, I want to thank you again for staying with me on the stream when you watch this later. Oh, see, yeah, there's a ladder up here, okay. Okay, we'll stick around for a little longer. Open that up. More chunks up plenty. He's like, what? Who shot that? And he's like, oh. Yeah, his friend's not too bright either. Here's another Covenant area. The sunlight metal to get you started. Oh, I thought there was a sunlight metal there. Okay. Well, that might just about do it. There's one more area I'm gonna show before I go. This area will lead to, I think, another ring down there, but we've already gotten that one from the previous game cycle. Better safe than sorry. About raining death from above, huh? Oh, would you look at that? It like removed the dragon because I killed its transformer enemy? Okay. just fighting this guy for kicks. I don't really need to fight him, but... Oh, you got us. Well, always gotta die at the end of the stream, so... Well, that's up there for most pointless death of this run, probably. Because I saw that regen effect, I was like, damn, I'm gonna be here for a while, and then I just kind of put my guard down. Maybe dangerous to do this, but you know, who cares? But that's what you do if you want to just jet to the bonfire. So, like always, we're gonna get our rematch before we call it a night. Yeah, switch out to large arrows. As you can see, a very pointless depth, but easily to recover from it. Or to recover the soul pile, I meant to say. There you are. Yeah, I'll give you a little more than... A little more this time. Oh, look at that. He won't chase me. Well, I'll chase him, so... Hey, that second time around, I always, it's like it's personal that time. I'm like, damn you! I was actually looking for another ring I thought was around that area, but we don't need it anyway, so I'm happy I don't have to find that again. But it looks like we've passed the 2-hour mark, so this is probably where I'll end it. In just a few minutes. Let's just see if there's a spot around here. I think there's a spot around here I can fall down to reach a hidden area. Like right around here, just fall. Like right around there somewhere? No, maybe not. Yeah, I could have sworn there was like a ring like right below this area, but... Well, in any event, I think I'll just call it a day here, or a night, whichever you prefer. And will I fight this boss next? You might be surprised, maybe not. But I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. I know it wasn't very animated this time, or maybe even the last time, you know, whatever. But, you know, I really do appreciate you watching. I may not be the most, you know, flamboyant type of Let's Player, but... You know, I really like this game, and I'm glad to share it with you guys, so take care, and hope to see you for the next one. See ya.